Damn it, no! So that's it. She had to make you lose yours too. I cannot permit this to continue. Louis, it's time you found out the truth. I've been observing Sarah. I would like to prevent her from leading you even further down the wrong road. You see, Sarah and I have known each other for a very long time, Louis. I am aware of her theory. About me, about Gregory, about the demons. She's right. Look at me. I have inhabited this body since 1191. For the last 602 years, I have been this dear William Mortimer.
Kind.
Oh, I don't think I'd be lying if I said that we have always been here.
And you truly have the power to manipulate the thoughts of men.
That's right. Every demon has the capacity to infiltrate the minds of men and to read and steer their thoughts.
Can you tell me more about your capacities, your supernatural powers?
Supernatural? From my point of view, they are perfectly natural. Well, Louis, just because the monkey does not fly doesn't mean that we should consider the bird a supernatural creature. We are all part of a grand design. We are simply made like this. By developing our art, we are able to read thoughts as well as write in the minds of men. It is possible for us to make them bow to our desire, but it doesn't work without leaving some scars.
And what do you do with this power?
We help them, of course.
And how is it you help men exactly?
Let's just say that without us, man would probably never have left his cave. Fire, the wheel, tools, writing. We are the spark that inspires man to search, to grow, to evolve.
Yes, понятно.
Lucifer, the fallen archangel, left heaven accompanied by 133,306,668 angels. Is it true that there are that many of you?
No, I assure you, Louis. Forget your Bible class. It's ridiculous. We are not angels. We don't have wings. There is certainly nowhere near 1,000,000 of us. And for that matter, no sacred human text represents us correctly. There are several families, and the family to which I belong has 8 siblings, including Gregory and myself.
Sir Gregory is your brother?
Yes, what can I say? You can't choose your family. But it is very difficult to know exactly how many of us there are, because a large number of our kind remain hidden, or never reveal themselves even to us.
What are the demons' projects for humanity?
Our aim has long since been to protect humanity from itself. On the other hand, although we give them the impulse to succeed, we don't all agree as to the path they take to achieve it.
Ну и бред.
How would you qualify your species scientifically?
Good question. What is your area of expertise?
Никакой.
My lord, to tell you the truth, I don't see myself as a scientist.
Well, consider us as a simple species still unknown to most of men. Thus we are born. We have the capacity to change bodies, that is all.
What has my mother got to do with all this?
She embarked on a crusade many years ago to kill all the demons.
That must have upset you. I imagine you retaliated.
No, I'm afraid she never forgave me.
Forgave what?
We met when she was still just a young woman. I appeared to her in a different form because I didn't want to reveal the identity of Lord Mortimer at that time. She was looking for someone interested in the occult to decipher an ancient book. We spent many years together, until I revealed my true nature to her.
The old book was Al-Azif, wasn't it?
Did she speak about it?
Not so long ago, yes.
Indeed, it was already Al-Azif. She wanted to unlock the secrets.
Алазив, книга теней.
But why me?
Why do I tell you about the greatest secret ever revealed to man?
That's right.
I'm coming to that. Don't worry.
Continue.
Louis, it's time you opened your eyes. Come, you'll soon see.
After you.
Ох уж эти баги.
If you could manipulate us mentally, what's the point of all the theatrics of the conference?
You must suspect that we asked ourselves that very same question. For many centuries, we didn't organize any conferences, and most of the time, it ended in civil war between demons. Many of us were answer to everything. The interest being to erect some rules among ourselves. Our family first divided up all the principal countries of the world. Now, whenever one of us wanted to propose a major change between these countries, they summon the demon in question and initiate a conference. The demon that initiates the proposition doesn't have to give notification of the subject of the conference beforehand. Consequently, we participate along with our best assets. Once the humans are brought together, the conference begins, but we are forbidden to use our talents to influence the participants. The first meeting is held in order to expose the subject to all the participants, followed by several days of reflection, during which we are allowed to be persuasive but not to impose our will. A second meeting closes the conference with a final vote.
So, for you it's a game, isn't it?
I understand your remark, but after living several centuries, you stand back and enjoy what reflection and pleasure you can.
Логично.
So, von Borchert, he was looking for the Al-Azif for you.
Exactly. Al-Azif has always belonged to my family, Louis, and with good reason. My father wrote much of it. Can you tell me what you've done with...
What, you mean the Al-Azif?
No, I already know that. Sarah came here with it and got rid of it. I was thinking of von Borchert. He isn't essential, but he is a trusted person.
About him, how can I put this?
I see.
Well, he jumped me. It was him or me.
You don't need to justify yourself, Louis. Don't worry.
Did what happened to Elizabeth Adams have anything to do with you?
Unfortunately, the poor girl became an issue between us, in spite of herself.
Issue.
A family of demons is
Yes,
still
issue.
a family.
Issue.
And as in all families, there are disputes. Elizabeth's family, the Adams, has always been under the patriarchal control of my father. As he and myself are not really on very good terms, sending poor Elizabeth here was terribly rude of him, really.
You did accept, though.
No, I would say rather I was presented with a fait accompli by Gregory and went along with the intention of helping her. But this is my castle, and everyone is the master of their own home.
It was you who killed her.
The child was already condemned, Louis. My father would never have let her be. I had to pass inside her mind and, yes, make her take her own life.
Ну, так,
Trapped
по
between
сути,
the
самоубийство.
unyielding control of my father and your mother's terrible treatments, I wouldn't wish a life like that on anyone. Would you?
So neither my mother nor Peru were ever guilty. You just gave me the runaround with that whole investigation.
Now, don't take it the wrong way. I was obliged to keep up appearances so that Gregory wouldn't suspect me. And it enabled me to size you up, Louis.
Да.
I hope I've answered all your questions, Louis. Come, I've something to show you.
Надеюсь, сейчас не зависит игра. Пожалуйста, не висни.
There is one question that remains to be answered. Why me? Why tell me all of this?
Oh, haven't you guessed yet?
I really have no idea.
Come on, Louis, make an effort. What do you think could be the reason? Look, we are of the gods, Louis. Always have been. You, as much as me, you are one of us, Louis. You too are a demon.
Are you serious?
You
Мы
know
демоны.
it. Deep down inside, you know I am telling you the truth. Where do you think that natural, charismatic presence comes from?
Ну, я
Your
не знаю
talent
насчет
must
харизмы.
already have
По-моему, харизму тут
manifested
вообще
itself
не пахнет
somehow.
даже.
Have you ever had any
Ну, я
vision?
про Луи.
No. Stop it. It's
Have you
absurd.
never found yourself suddenly inside someone else's body without knowing why?
No.
Whilst asleep, maybe? That's how it often happens the first time. Your spirit wanders unconsciously.
My mother can't have lied to me about that.
It's true. Your real mother would never have lied to you,
What do you mean?
Louis. I would rather you found this out from her own lips, but it's important that you know. Sarah is not your mother.
What?
I'm sorry
Oh,
you had to
так вот.
find out this way, Louis. But you must know the truth before you commit an irreparable act.
No, No, it's not possible.
You are my son.
Ох, ничего себе. Что? А это откуда появился?
So now you're his bastard. You really took me for a fool. Don't make a move, you clowns.
Everybody keep calm.
Don't say a word or I'll shoot your kid. Not so clever now, are we? At last I found a way to put the pressure on you, Mortimer.
Look, just calm down, monsieur.
You stopped me from ending it all. Because of you, I've had to pay for it. You don't know what it's like. He's in your head. He's in your soul. I never want to feel that again.
Jacques, I did not betray you.
You're just like him.
Где этот? Жак Перу. Психология, этикет. Иммунитет, блять.
Monsieur Peru, I don't even know what this is all about.
It's quite simple. You're like them.
If that's enough to make me unforgivably evil, then I prefer you shoot. But I don't feel as if I've changed. I'm still the same man I was an hour ago.
They will corrupt you. It's inevitable.
And I won't be able to resist, like you are now.
Well...
Give me the benefit of the doubt. Think about it a moment.
So, what are you
So?
gonna do now? You've just found out your true nature. What difference does it make?
Jack, I can assure you that what Lord Mortimer just told me makes no difference.
That's what you think. But you're already in his hands. And you don't even know it, Louis.
No,
Давай,
Jack,
Луи.
it's the contrary. Everything that's been happening here has been carefully planned by the Golden Order for months. And everything is going exactly as planned. Lower your weapon. It's all right. It's over. You'll make it through. And you're going to get your life back.
You're just like him. You are already.
Честно говоря,
Can't
вот этого
see it,
я
or
вообще
you
не
don't want
помню.
to see it, but it's
момента.
already too late. In fact, I haven't got any choice.
You always have a choice. You know very well what will happen to you if you shoot me. You're going to be
Вот
held
так вот.
accountable, and you will lose everything, starting
Yeah.
with your freedom and then your head.
I told you, I don't care.
Not about yourself, maybe, but what about your daughter? It wouldn't be the same for her, would it?
Shut up! Shut up!
She will be alone in a world that you know is hostile. What will become of her?
That's true, but...
Don't abandon her. Not a second time. It's your last chance, my friend. It's over. Come now.
You know what I told you. Evil and good depend on you, and not on your nature.
Yes, it's true, and the same holds true for all of us.
Monsieur Peru, I am willing to overlook this latest scene. You can thank my son for that. I think, however, that you ought to take your leave for your good and ours, as well as that of your daughter.
Жесть. Ну, я даже не знаю, мы что сделали, хорошо это или плохо.
Not too shaken up. You've experienced many significant events since your arrival.
You can say that again.
For now, I think you ought to find Sarah, my son. You want to talk things over with her.
So she's been lying to me all along?
Let her justify herself. What's done is done. Sarah must explain herself. You must clear the air. We'll have all the time we need to talk afterwards. But all in good time. Before you join her, I'd like to give you something. As a demon, I would like to introduce you to your first talent.
What do you mean?
Open your mind, my son. Relax. You hold immense power. It's already there inside you. Empty your mind of all thoughts. Just let me show you the way.
I should relax.
Не надо.
Open your mind.
Нет.
Hear my voice. Feel the vibrations and listen to what has been happening to you deep inside, but which you have been concealing. Trust yourself. It's all already in there.
I can hear something.
Now breathe.
It's a sound, very faint.
That's right. Concentrate on it. My voice is growing fainter, but I am here.
Whispers, words, mixed voices.
Focus on one of them. Don't be afraid.
I sense a stream. Some words are clear, but not all of them.
Let them enter into your mind.
I hear them. Now I can hear a clear voice.
Well done, Louis. Congratulations.
What was it?
You are now able to read people's minds.
What?
You heard me. From now on, whenever a human speaks to you, you will be able to read their current thoughts. So, if you need to know something in particular from someone, all you have to do is make them think about it.
But it'd be a violation of their most intimate thoughts, wouldn't it?
To begin with, there's nothing obliging you to do it. You already had the ability without even knowing it. I just gave you the option of putting it into practice if you want. Moreover, it would be wrong to evoke morality here. Every species is different, Louis, and this is the way we are made. That's all there is to it. You are free to use this talent or not. And what's more, it will be up to you to decide what to do with the thoughts you read. That is where the values of right and wrong do come into play. There are also a few rules you need to know that govern this talent when used between ourselves. You can read the thoughts of demons as well as of humans. But be careful. A demon more experienced than yourself will know that you are spying and will often react quite violently. It's considered bad form to play around the psyche of another demon. It's a question of courtesy. But let's be clear. What is most considered bad form is getting caught. So I would advise against trying to read the thoughts of Gregory, for example.
Home?
Yes, the old grump is touchy and rather a stickler about the conventions. On that note, go and see Sarah, Louis. Otherwise, she might leave without you. We'll continue this discussion later if you want. Just join me in my study when you've finished.
You're right. I need to go now. See you later, Lord Mortimer.
One more thing. If you want to know the truth about your birth, ask her about Paris, 1763, at 12 Rue des Martyrs. That's where she disemboweled your mother to steal you from me.
Ух, ничего себе. from disemboweled.
It's not that I regret all these discussions, but I must hurry to the wharf.
Во,
Honey,
мед.
the remedy of the gods.
На самом деле бы еще покормили твою воду. Это было бы лучше. Поэтому у него тут везде волчары. Ладно. На самом деле не то, что я хотела.
You shot her in cold blood.
What is at stake here far outweighs our personal interests. I should...
Personal interests? I'm talking about my sister's life. She was my other half.
Calm down, Emily, calm down.
Louis, don't come near me.
I warned you what would happen if I found her. I was so hoping it wouldn't end like this. I'm fed up with all these deaths.
Emily, put the weapon down.
She has to pay for all the harm she's done to me.
Well, to be fair, we've all made mistakes. And look at her, Emily. She's paid for hers.
I'm all alone now.
Duchess, I am sorry for what happened. I didn't have any choice.
Ah, you! Shut your mouth! You had the choice, all right. You use people according to your own desires, without any scruples.
Excuse me, Duchess, but we're in the same line of business.
Shut it!
And as for Emma, she knew only too
No,
well.
Emily. Look at me. Emily?
What did you say? No, I'm not like her, and never will be.
You're not like her. Neither you nor Emma are like Sarah. Ever since you got here, you've always tried to help me. I trust you, Emily. And Emma would never have betrayed me either.
No, she wasn't like that. She was loyal. But why did Sarah betray Emma? Why?
Your sister was supposed to hide something, and no one was supposed to have been able to find it.
And she would never have talked, even under torture. So why get rid of her?
Unfortunately, Emily, the creatures who live here employ methods that no one can resist.
Как раз
I
мы
was
сейчас
going to
этим
get her
пользуемся.
out of there, for God's sake. So what are you talking about? Don't tell me Emma died because of that book. I have to know. Anything but that damn book.
Mortimer and Holm can read our very thoughts.
Йоу,
What?
Emma
Роман.
would have never been able to resist them.
What are you talking about?
Mortimer has the power to read thoughts.
That's impossible.
And yet, he has found a way. It wouldn't even have been difficult for him to get into her mind. Look what they did to that poor girl Elizabeth. Look at Peru. He was pushed right to the edge, year after year.
I can't believe it.
I promise you, it's the truth.
Louis, Do you realize what you are asking me to believe?
I know, but it's the truth, Emily.
How do you expect me to accept this? We are in the Golden Order precisely to fight against such beliefs.
Do you remember those deeds we found behind the chimney? They weren't fake. There's a reason why they're all signed by his same hand.
Demons.
In his study, he keeps the Mortimer family tree. They produced only boys, just one per generation since the Third Crusade, and they are all called William. He justifies his own existence, Emily.
Look, I'm going to believe you, but if you're taking me for a ride...
Unfortunately for us, it'd be impossible to even make up a story like that.
All right, I believe you. Thank him. You owe him your life.
I have always been very lucky to have him as my son.
Так он не твой сын. Приключения однорукого Жириновского продолжаются? Ну да.
This is no time to be joking. Just help me climb aboard this boat.
Не просто однорукого Жириновского, а однорукого демона. Потому что мы демоны. Живьем брать демонов. Как было.
Let's get off of this cursed island.
No. I'm not going anywhere, and neither are you, until you've told me everything.
For crying out loud, what are you talking about? No, 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 not now, no. Make him not want to know.
I know everything.
No. I beg you, please trust me. He's manipulating you. We must leave.
Paris.
Can't you see he wants you? And he'll do anything to turn you against me.
Number 12 on Rue des Martyrs.
He had to pay for what he did to me. I panicked. There she was with the baby due. I thought it was the right time to touch it, but
touch it? By disemboweling her and stealing me from her?
The girl was already condemned to die. He never leaves any witnesses behind. She meant nothing to him. And I absolutely had to find a way of stopping him.
Какое-то странное чувство у меня появилось в последнее время. О май. Ты к чему клонишь? Что именно? Плохое или хорошее? Будто я не в своей тарелке, что-то поменялось, а я этого не заметил. В смысле, где именно такие чувства у тебя появляются? Ну, в каком месте, или в каком окружении, или в каких условиях?
You lost your mind or what? How did you stop him by stealing a baby?
He was multiplying. I had to do something. Couldn't bear to be apart from you. I looked after you, fed you, raised you, like a mother.
Не, ну это, кстати, правда.
I know. You always took care of me.
I devoted my whole life to teaching you to distinguish between right and wrong, so you would have the choice. You are not like him.
But you never told me.
I wanted to. I very nearly
А как она бы тебе сказала? Луи, ты демон.
You didn't though, did you? Why?
I don't know, Louis.
И Варза такая: Луи, я хочу тебе кое-что сказать. Ты демон. Ты можешь вселяться в людей, читать чужие мысли, жить вечно, тем самым переселяясь из тела в тело, да? Он бы сказал: мама, вы это самое поехавшее. Хватит жевать травку. Как там, медицинскую коноплю. Школьное окружение. Дежавю, что ли, какое-то. Типа, поменялось отношение, типа, в плохое русло? Ты имеешь в виду? Ну, имеется в виду, они что-то, ну, как это сказать? Даже не знаю.
You lacked the courage.
Yes, Louis. Yes, I was wrong. I should have told you earlier. I know. Forgive me, I beg you. Louis, yes. I made mistakes in the past, but now I'm ready to...
Do you consider me a mistake?
No, not you. You are what I am most proud of in my whole life. You are good. You fight to do right. You are not like him.
Still, he is my father. Why did you steal me?
You don't want to know, believe me.
For once in your life, be honest. Why all this mess? Why do you have it in for him so much? Why?
Because I'm his daughter. I know what he's doing. I see he has his
Вот
eye
эту
on
я не
you.
помнила.
He's hovering around you, tempting you. He did it to me before you. And if you don't live up to his expectations, he will cast you away.
Is that what happened to you?
I wasn't good enough for him. So he rejected me.
What do you
Вот это
mean?
да.
He tried to initiate me, but it would seem I am unable to develop his talent. I can't withdraw my mind from my body.
I get it. The reason why you abducted me is because he didn't love you, isn't it?
He doesn't love anyone, Louis. Don't be taken in.
Вот это да. Я что-то вообще не помню это. Оказывается, что моя мать, которая на самом деле не мать, дочь демона, то есть она тоже демон, просто ее выгнали из семьи, потому что она неумеха. То есть она не может перемещаться из тела в тело. И, по сути, читать мысли тоже не умеет. Вот это да. Мой авторитет не поколебил в школе и иерархии. А что тогда? Я чуть не могу понять. Если ты не с этой тарелки чувствуешь, значит это всегда плохо. Drop dead.
I'm a little mixed up, but I do understand your choice. You were wrong not to speak to me about it before, but I understand that you didn't want to leave me with him.
Oh, thank you, Louis. I promise never to lie to you again, my son. Come, let's go home.
I can't.
What do you mean? Why not?
I've got to know. Trust me. We'll meet in Paris.
He wants you, Louis. He will never let you go.
Don't worry. Here. This is yours.
Don't forget, Louis. You've got the lance. You can beat him. If you hit him with it, he won't be able to escape from his mortal envelope, and he will die with it.
Не все так просто, женщина, не все так просто. Нельзя просто так взять и убить. Главного демона. Вот Ромашка Стелс сейчас проходит бога войны, да? Вот. И вот мне тоже там вот такие мысли посетили, что, ну, как бы, ладно, он там убивал всяких мелких богов, да, типа Гермеса там и прочую шушуру. Но, например, вот Зевс, да, он верховный бог, он же не просто так верховный бог, да? Вот. Значит, у него способностей и вот это всего больше, чем у этих обычных богов. То есть, получается, если Кратос его убил, а может быть, он его на самом деле не убил, а все равно какая-то сущность Зевса осталась. И не просто как-то не верится, что типа верховного бога можно просто взять, убить там при помощи, ну, обычно, как здесь, да, при помощи этого копья, и он не сможет избежать с оболочки своей вот этой, и тогда он умрет. Не знаю, мне кажется, хрень какая-то. Ну, так, чисто... Так, если подумать. Ладно, видимо, просто общая усталость скопилась за неделю, прикинь. Нам каждый день ставили доп. Занятия. Ну, я сама через все это проходила, на самом-то деле. Не, просто если об этом говорить, то только не на стриме. А, блядь, у меня ни книжек, ни хуижек, ничего не осталось. Давай, что есть. Все уже. Все, не важно уже. Читать мне тут тоже нечего, тоже не важно. По идее, сейчас же должен закончиться же эпизод, или нет? 4.
Rational and open. I spent my whole life swimming in lies. Emily, what a waste. I feel like I know nothing. That I have to learn everything all over again. I'm a demon.
Ничего страшного.
I age more slowly. I can mentally manipulate people.
Ну, демон и демон, чего волнить. Надо свое, но при этом не вредить людям. Группу нашел, кстати, прикольную, без анального угнетения. Группу? Ты имеешь в виду музыкальную группу? Конечно, это хорошо. Конечно.
Damn it, what a mess. Come on, man up, Louis. I'm still the same old me. Demon or not, I'm still in charge of my actions.
Вот именно.
And this father, I know nothing about. Yes, I've still got a lot to learn. It's enough to drive you crazy. Everything I believed in, nothing holds true anymore. Hold yourself together, man. I need to find some answers. There's no way of being alone for a minute.
Это точно. Не дают побыть одному. Всем, блядь, все вокруг, все надо. А я сейчас могу уже вскрывать штуки. Охуенно. Нахера вообще это я вскрывала? Мне очень нужны. Мне не хватает, у меня всего так мало.
Sir Gregory?
Вот ты наш
Good day, Louis.
дядя, получается, да?
I think it would be good to talk. How are you feeling?
I don't know.
I understand. I heard that Williams... It's a good thing, but you must be a bit shaken up.
That's the least you can say.
I bid you welcome among us, Louis. Knowing William, he probably didn't go into any detail about our family, so if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.
Конечно, металл. Послушал такие замечательные треки, как «Какие-то из 10-й квартиры», «Венский конвертик» и «Проклятый подъезд». Хорошее название. Уверена, что даже хорошие песни с хорошими текстами. Но поверю на слово. Слушать, конечно, я это не буду.
How long has our family been in existence?
We have been here since the very beginning.
What do you mean, exactly?
Are you trying to get information from me?
No, not at all. I was just wondering why that particular question seemed to disturb you.
Let us not insist, then. You yourself weren't very convinced by the question, it seems.
Ну, у него, какие у нашего бати. Ко всему просто. Ко всему иммунитет.
How many of us are there in the family?
We are 8 brothers and sisters.
8 братьев и сестер.
What do you mean by brothers and sisters if we can change bodies?
You reason with logic. We have retained the human habit. When we first come into this world, we retain a certain attachment to our first envelope. If we are born as a man, we are brothers. If we are born as a woman, we are sisters. But I must admit, it has absolutely no real importance. They're just bodies.
Ну да, по сути, как и Бафомет, Люциферы, у них же нет же пола. Бафомет и Люцифер могут быть и как женщиной, так и мужчиной. Обоеполые, так сказать. Потому что это просто сущности обычные. Истинный пофигист.
Well, tell me then, are there any other families like ours?
There are officially 7, but we're the oldest and therefore the most powerful.
А, это типа Ротшильды, Рокфеллеры, вот этот чувак, который Киссинджер, да, недавно умер. 100 лет челку. И умерли, да? Если судить по этой игре, значит, он просто куда-то переселился в другое тело, более помоложе. А старую оболочку оставил. Сбросил.
What's Lord Mortimer's problem?
I think he allows himself to be devoured by a need for recognition.
Has he always been like that?
More or less, but thinking about it, I believe that the birth of our latest sibling greatly accentuated his discomfort.
Do you think he's jealous?
I didn't realize you were so good at behavioral analysis. Indeed, William certainly is prone to jealousy. Finding one's place, notably in the eyes of our father, is not easy, and we each do what we can to succeed. But I can't justify this perpetual rebellion against our rules.
Ну, такой Мортимер. Как это? В семье не без урода. Ну, смотря, что они все уроды. В семье не без совсем законченного урода.
Is there a head of the family?
You'll see. You'll meet them all, of course, when you are ready. They created us and set out the rules, especially our father. As for our mother, she retired from the political stage. We don't see her much anymore. I think that all these questions simply bore her.
I see. There is still much to learn.
Yes, it's true. You've got some catching up to do, my boy. One thing you must understand regarding any disagreements that might arise between William and myself is his position with regard to mankind.
What do you mean?
Well, for centuries we've been trying to help and therefore preserve humanity. Monarchies are simple and practical. They enable us to inspire humanity efficiently, and I can't understand why William wants to replace them with democracy.
А потому что демократия лучше, чем монархия. Имеется в виду по поводу управления. Контроля над людьми. В демократии намного больше контроля над людьми, чем при монархии. Ну, серьезно, это же так же.
But if your intention is not to dominate the human race, why not let them be master of their own destinies?
I perfectly understand this type of reaction from you. Less from William. The main thing you're lacking is time. Man is transient, and one of his particularities is that he does not learn from the errors of his peers. He uses up an incredible amount of energy building and destroying whatever he himself has put into place. If we weren't here to help them, guide them, I sincerely believe that humanity would have become extinct by now. On the other hand, we are eternal. When we plan ahead, we do it for the long term.
Короче, был я, значит, сегодня в зале, все как обычно фигачу махи гантелями на плечи, и тут навязал музыка. Девочка-кенгуру скачет. Господи. Сейчас, смотри, забанит за слова.
Yes, I understand, but that's more like tyranny, isn't it?
Well, it's all a question of your point of view. From man's point of view, I can understand how he would have that impression if ever he found out. But don't forget your true nature. From the demon's point of view, in other words, ours, letting man do as he thinks fit would equate to letting him race to his own demise.
But what about man's freedom to choose?
That is man's worst enemy, Louis. Imagine a creature that dies without reaching the age of adulthood. It remains a child, We have to help him. Otherwise he will
Ну
put
это как
himself
сейчас,
in
да?
danger.
Кто-то хочет
It has
восстановить
taken
монархию, не будем
centuries for our
говорить
family
кто.
to establish relative peace between
А кто-то вот
demons.
через
Thanks to
демократию
this
продолжает
policy, we
работать.
have been able to decide everything by confining the other families to subordinate roles. And now William is obsessed with disrupting everything.
Peace between demons? What do you mean?
I'm not talking about conflicts within our family. If that was all there was, everything would be fine. But several other families, younger,
Окей,
but nonetheless
понятно.
powerful,
Один топит
are
за
trying to
демократию,
upset the balance.
демократию,
At present,
другой топит
we
за
dominate most
монархизм.
of the major countries around the
А
globe.
коммунизм тогда
Some families are
Кто?
pushing, via less influential countries, to gain ground. Do you understand?
As best I can, yes.
When the time comes, you must take up a position on the political chessboard. I only hope your father doesn't take you down with him.
А коммунизм-то где? Где коммунизм? В этой всей фигне. Если они такие, один за тот, этот за этот. Ладно, мы будем тогда коммунистами. Там только скандал был, разборки, кто эту херню включил. А как же Не, но это же не то. Ты понимаешь? Причем здесь национализм, это все прикладывается к капитализму. И так же? Так же. Капитализм не может быть без национализма и из фашизма. Оно так и иначе все равно протекает из этого общества, что мы сейчас и имеем. Что в каждой капиталистической стране, в каждой есть национализм и фашизм. Конечно, все это могут отрицать, но это все есть. Кто-то не обращает внимания, кто-то не хочет обращать на это внимание, но оно есть. Потому что, опять же, прочитайте определение к капитализму. Что такое капитализм?
Are you offering me an alliance?
Louis, I do not believe that just because your father is mistaken, all is lost for you. You owe William nothing, so there's nothing obliging you to support him. I want you to make an informed choice. Now go and see your father.
А может быть, я хочу поддерживать себя.
Think it over very carefully.
That's exactly what I intended to do. Thank you, Uncle.
Don't mention it. If I've been able to help you in any way, go now.
Я поддерживаю я. И меня не волнует, меня не колышет. Ну вот, теперь я могу полазить по спальням, пошнырять по спальням других людей. Какой кошмар. Why? А мне нужны, потому что у меня расходники практически все расходники. А я не могу. Мне для финала мне нужны расходники. Никого нету. А где Вашингтон? Я не понимаю, какой смысл вот эти золотую янтарь собирать, когда, ну, бессмысленно, у тебя все равно по большей части, они все равно пустые. И в чем смысл? Я вон столько дофига нашла этого, чтобы что? Чтобы оно 90% времени вот тут вот пустовало? бред такой. О, а вот и падре. Ну, не падре, конечно, он же этот. Кардинал.
I haven't the time.
А, он с нами разговаривать даже не хочет. Он с нами не хочет разговаривать. А комната так и стоит, кстати. Ее хоть и прибрали, но не до конца. Нету ничего. Ничего нет. Мы все выжрали. Кошмар. Выжрали. Я, по-моему, действительно все съела. Все, что там лежало в комнатах. Могу ошибаться, конечно. Кажется, да. И если игра больше не будет виснуть. Глючная такая, блин, капец.
Why is his study in such a mess? Looks like Volner's planning something.
Какие-то ключи есть. Воздух, воздух.
Look, a blotter. And apparently it's been used recently. I wonder what Volner was going to write. It's smudged. It's not all legible. I can make out the signature though and leave as if planned.
Сколько? 8?
It's illegible. Let's see if I can find a solution in Volner's things here. Given his interest in alchemy, I wouldn't be surprised if I found something that revealed what's written somewhere in his room.
Давай возьмем. Попытаемся испортить бумагу, как обычно мы любим это делать.
Looks like Volner was interrupted.
Хорошо, хоть завтра к 3-му. А, да, уж по субботам учитесь. Ай. Йохан. И знаешь, что ты пытаешься найти, узнать, что произошло с Элизабет. Но это тоже выходит из-под контроля. Вот, короче, твоей моей херней уже очень дорого мне выходит. Что происходит?
Looks a lot like straw. And he's drawn something in a hurry on this sheet. I get the feeling that I've seen that somewhere before. I've seen occult inscriptions like this before. They're not very common. As a matter of fact, I've only seen them once before, around the Lock of Al-Azif.
Окей. Восемь я не смогу, вы чё, блин? Откуда у меня такие познания? Мне нужна, если только кармелитовая вода, и при помощи кармелитовой воды как-то это решить, это...
Chemistry set. That's not surprising coming from von Volner. I should find something to help reveal the traces of ink on the blotter.
Бля.
think, Louis. I know for sure that lime water neutralizes chemical actions, but doesn't work on ink. I must find something else.
Бля, аммониум, сульфид аммониума? Сульфид аммониума!
That sounds vaguely familiar. I can always give it a shot. Yes, it worked. Now I can
Да,
see it.
я вспомнил, Шерлок
Sir
Холмс.
Gregory, I'll leave Al-Azif at the landing stage at the appropriate time. Yours truly, Johann von Wohner. This is child's play.
Я вспомнила первую часть Шерлока Холмса от Гая Ричи, который... Там был сульфат аммония. Шерлок, он, короче, тоже должен... Там этот... чернила были. Бесцветные чернила. Вот, и он хотел как-то тоже... И, короче, сульфат аммония он, короче, сделал, и чернила проявились. Во, нифига себе. Вот тебе фильм. Просто фильм. Вот поэтому фильмы надо делать достоверные, как можно больше. Я не знала, потому что я в физике туплю. Ну вот. Причем это прям как этот такой флешбэк. Мощный. То есть я не просто это вспомнила, я прям вспомнила этот момент из Шерлока Холмса. Этого Роберта Дауни-младшего.
Louis, busy as always, I see. How lucky you are. I must admit I'm trying to kill the boredom myself.
I get the impression we're all in the same boat.
And here I was thinking you might have some juicy gossip.
Well, Mr. Godoy heard that we are expecting a last-minute guest.
Pardon?
Yes, a certain Al-Azif.
Strange. Doesn't ring a bell.
Well, I might as well not hang out here any longer. He has nothing to say.
Me neither.
He must have misunderstood. The conference has started. Godoy is a little too used to court intrigue, if you ask me.
I agree with you. Well, nevertheless, I hope I have distracted you a little.
Yes, thank you, Louis. I don't need much. And don't hesitate if you ever do have any news.
I won't, Mr. President.
Он через президента же, так сказать, работает. Вот у нас учитель математики в последнее время ведет себя очень странно. Моему соседу по парте сегодня еще сказала: я знаю, что ты умер. Ну да, конечно. Все мы умерли, потому что внутри все умерли. Мертвые. Dead inside, как поет группа Muse. Игра очень плохо оптимизирована. Да, PS 4, не понимаю, в чем, блядь, проблема. Я еще заметил, у нашего персонажа такие идеальные брови. Не могут быть такие идеальные брови у мужчины. Такие могут быть только в том случае, если подщипанные.
Dear Miss... All right. I've retrieved everything.
Но мне кажется, он... Хотя кто его знает? щипали, подщипывали в те времена парни себе брови. Ну, эти, как его, древние римляне же любили же этим заниматься, да? То есть они брились, например, мужчины. Подмышки там, бороды. Бороды нельзя было носить. Ну, можно было, но это типа... Фу. Как это? Культ чистого тела. Никакого там меха на груди. Если есть шерсть на груди, ее надо срезать. Если ты, конечно, благородный мужчина, а не там хер пойми кто-то, ну да. Может быть, не знаю, надо, кстати, почитать.
Leave me, Derishay. I want nothing more to do with you. I'll have left within the hour, and I wish never to see you again for the rest of my life.
Вот так вот мы ему жизнь спасли, а он такой чмо. Ужас. Что они все такие неблагодарные? Это же 18 век, да? А 18 век, по-моему, уже же не носили парики. Или носили? А хотя нет, носили.
Emily, can I come in?
No, it's not a good time. Not right now. Leave me alone.
I can tell from your voice that there's something wrong. Let me in. We have to talk, Emily.
I said no, goddamn you.
Потому что мы сейчас кое-что увидим. Очень интересное. Ну и услышим.
You know full well that getting yourself worked up like this is not going to help. It won't make any difference. It won't bring Emma back.
Forget. I couldn't give a damn if it makes any difference. I only want to not think of anything. And then get out of here. I told you not to come in.
Emily, I only want to talk. I understand that you're upset after everything.
You understand? You understand nothing.
Listen, we're going through a difficult time. Even I'm dumbfounded and I...
Dumbfounded? Dumbfounded? Do you want to know how I feel?
А я же могу подслушать.
Dear God, how could I have done this? I want it to stop.
We've all lost something here.
All this, everything that's happened, it's a nightmare. I want to wake up.
Emily, calm down and put down that glass.
I know you're telling the truth about Mortimer and
Какая
home.
попа у нее
I
шикарная.
know they are demons.
That's not all.
Go on.
I'm one of them, Emily. I'm a demon too.
I know.
But how?
Sir Gregory stopped by to tell me. He wanted to bid me a welcome.
I don't understand.
Welcome to the family.
You? You're his daughter?
Mortimer's daughter, Louis.
What? No, that's not possible.
So we have...
We are brother and sister?
Да.
This is too much, Louis. Much too much for me, Louis. I can't look myself in the mirror. I should never have spent the night with... I was attracted to you from the moment we first spoke on the boat. Now I understand why. Do you realize what that means? I'm a monster.
Инцест это называется.
And I am one as well. When I think of my feelings for you, Oh, that feeling. It hurts all of a sudden.
А я не вижу. Ох, еле как успела.
She's there. I can feel her inside me. She's trying to read my thoughts. Emily, don't do that. Get out of my mind, please. Let me remind you that it's forbidden between demons.
Sorry, Louis. I didn't want to.
I have a sister.
It's very strange for me
Sisters.
too. A sister
Вторая
for
сестра
a
еще.
brother.
Yes,
Yes. I must get some rest. I must ask you to leave me now.
All right, but don't finish that bottle.
Don't start now. I would like to get some sleep.
I'll be leaving you then. Thank you, Emily.
Вау, ну жопа шикарная у нашей сестры. Как там?
Dear E.
Жизнь несправедлива. Ну посмотри, вообще потрясающе, просто потрясающе. Мне вот интересно, а как вот женщина, да, вот в 18 веке вот такую фигуру могла содержать? Ну как бы качалок не было, ходить там жопу качать нельзя было.
Two coils circle the lock. A letter from William Pitt the Younger addressed to Emily. He's the present Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Emily has indeed some powerful backers. Madam.
Вот даже и не знаешь, вот даже и не знаешь. Да серьезно, блин, надо будет погуглить, посмотреть, как вообще, ну, там, физкультуркой, конечно, понимаю, занимались. Мужчины там боевыми искусствами занимались. Типа как Шерлок Холмс, который занимался боксом. А женщины что делали? Для поддержания, так сказать, фигуры. Тупо, наверное, не кушали. Ну вот про 18 век, что-то вот... Я знаю, что в 19 веке, да, тупо они не кушали, потому что была мода чрезмерная худоба. То есть красивая женщина это что в 19 веке? Это вот такая вот тощая, которая даже там толком-то передвигаться не может. Из-за того, что у нее банально сил нет. И обязательно должна быть бледная. Ну, бледная, потому что, опять же, не доедает. Как этот... Труп невесты есть? Этот мультфильм Тима Бертона. Вот там, кстати, классно... 19 век как раз-то изображен. Очень даже хорошо. Где главная героиня-то как раз вот такая вся. Тощая-притощая. Колесов использовали. Ну, мне кажется, их даже не надо было в те времена использовать. Тогда, наверное, большинство людей, наверное, глистов имело. Из-за того, что кушали, что попало. Так как их, по сути, есть было нечего. Вот интересно, что про 19 век, ну как тоже про 19 век? Я много чего знаю про 19 век именно в Англии, если быть точнее про викторианскую эпоху, да? именно про викторианскую эпоху. А вот что-то про 19 век там в других странах уже как-то не так.
Louis, I was sure you would stay. I'm proud of you. You've made the right choice. It took great maturity to forgive your sister as you did.
She brought me up. I realized I owed her a lot.
We all make mistakes, as Sarah well knows.
Why didn't you tell me the truth about her?
I thought that might be too many truths to absorb at one time. I intended to tell you afterwards.
А раз мы демоны, мы не можем ничего сделать, чтобы руку отрастить или еще что-нибудь
You've been able
сделать.
to understand and choose for yourself. How do you feel?
Hard to say.
Заинтригован.
Quite curious to find out more. My whole way of thinking has been blown apart in just a couple hours.
What could be more normal? It may have been a bit brutal, but you've just grown up in a very short space of time. From now on, you can influence your own future. I will guide you. We've all the time we need.
You're not the first to make me that offer.
What do you mean by that?
Your brother, Sir Gregory.
Gregory. Why am I not even surprised? What did he say?
И самое что интересно, вот если бы, например, у меня были такие способности, да, вселяться в людей там и читать мысли, вот что бы я бы делала? Я даже не знаю, что я бы делала.
I think he's worried about you.
Worried? Marvelous. That's just like him. You know, in a family like ours, we all have a role to play. And his is to worry about everyone else. Let me reassure you, there's no reason for him to worry about me.
And what's your role in this family?
Mine? Oh, I think they probably feel I'm the eternal naysayer, I suppose. I think one mustn't be afraid of change, and that it is healthy to challenge oneself at regular intervals. I don't impose anything on anyone. I'm just following my own path.
But where does it lead?
I suppose I should explain. For centuries now, demons have emerged in and around great leaders all over the world. But like true tyrants, they have governed with an iron fist in a studded glove.
That's the impression I get.
But you see, people's discontent is increasing, and they are too high up to hear it. They take themselves for gods. Sooner or later, the people will turn against us, just as they have in the past. Each time it's happened, many of us have died. We must master the humans, yes, but gently. And the best way of doing that is by allowing them a free choice, Louis.
Это намек на коммунизм. Ну то, что сколько их погибнет, да? Когда вот будет, что будет происходить в той стороне, в Евразии. А ведь это же можно весь день пить в другом теле, а потом переселяться и жить без похмелья. Это, как говорится, тебе дали такую, да, возможность читать мысли, переселяться в тела. И чтобы что? Ну, чтобы бухать, и потом, чтобы не переселяться в другое тело, чтобы не было похмелья. Это же было где-то. Я не помню, кажется, в этом сериале, как его? Что то, что мы делаем в тени, или как называется, где Тайка Вайтити играет. Там же что-то типа такого же было прикола. Ром, ты гений. На самом-то деле. У меня даже мысль такая, не даже вот, что действительно ведь так можно делать.
So that's your project.
Of course, not entirely, no. It is easier to keep control over people who slumber than people who are oppressed. A man with nothing to lose is a dangerous man. Whereas, if you give him a roof, food, and entertainment,
Я чё
he
говорю?
will do whatever you want. The best way of getting them to achieve something is to make them think it was their idea. For that, they have to feel as if they are free.
Hang on. What do you mean?
Look at the United States. From the start, I introduced an idea that will change everything. The idea that everything is possible. Everyone can
Теперь
become
очень понятно, кто сделал в России переворот.
more beautiful.
You mean it's not true?
Man can move
Lord
mountains
Mortimer.
when he believes it is in his own interest. And what nobler cause is there than his own freedom?
Do you have any more examples?
Of course.
Эмансипация женщин, о религии, прогресс. Поговорим о рабстве.
Talk to me about slavery.
Well, take the slave trade, for example. It's an archaic practice that simply has to stop. Today, black slaves of America work for free and in unbearable conditions. Tomorrow, if you free the blacks and offer them work along with a salary, they will bless you for it. Then, they will be integrated into the system. They will be taxable. Once they are free, they will have to work for a roof, pay taxes, and feed their families. Maybe we could take away the civil rights of prisoners, for example. In this way, we'll keep control of all those who respect the system and benefit from the others as workforce.
Во! Это прекрасная игра. Отлично написано. Просто отлично написано. Концовка такая, конечно, так себе. Но вообще, до вот самого конца, как вот, видишь, отлично все расписывает наш мир. То есть они, по сути, разработчики, имеется не разработчики, а именно кто сценарий писал, еще кто это задумал, да, они как бы то, что у нас сейчас происходит, они это подают в игре, но при этом завуалировав там всякими типа оккультизмом, демонами и прочим, и прочим. Но на самом деле тут объясняют штуки вполне реальные. И то, что ныне происходящее. Классная игра, очень классная игра. Всем играть нужно в эту игру. Но правда, понимать, конечно, о чем тут, какой посыл. А не думать о демонах и оккультизме. И, кстати, второй учебник выдали Мединску. Ой, бля. Какой кошмар. Там у Климсаныча вышел, типа, этот... Они же вот со Спицыным же написали же разбор учебника. Вот. И теперь, короче, эти вышли на защиту учебника. Я вроде бы рассказывал. Кажется, должна была рассказать. Что там бедного Климсаныча обозвали любителем. И про реконструкцию, когда там и прочее. Или я Илюхе рассказывал, я уже не помню. Короче, ужас просто.
What obscurantism! By harping on this concept of good and evil, guilt and redemption, look where men are now, locked up in beliefs that should no longer exist. It's time for men to rediscover themselves and to take control of their lives as they really are, without any moral judgment.
Mm-hmm.
And what would you propose for women?
They must be given the right to work and to vote. Look, at the moment they don't work. They take care of raising children. What a mistake. We have to get them out of the house. Make them work. In this way, not only will they become consumers, but they will also delegate the job of education to the system. We could guide humanity from a young age, Louis, don't you see? Today we are wasting too much time.
Боже, какая гениальная игра. Просто потрясающе. Все правильно. Детей надо вынимать из семей, предоставлять детям в системе, чтобы система делала из детей кого? Да, малолетних дебилов. Что сейчас у нас происходит? Почему у нас такая повальная безграмотщина? Вот. И невоспитанность. Потому что вот так вот. Родители заняты, родителям некогда заниматься воспитанием детей. Вот. И желания у них нет, потому что сложная работа все отбивает. Вот. И не просто сложная работа, а и весь этот быт, да, вот, отбивает желание вообще с детьми заниматься. Дети предоставлены сами себе. Вот. Школу тоже отстранили, по сути, от занятий детьми. Вот. Например, это официально в Казахстане учитель не имеет права заниматься воспитанием ребенка, потому что это не его дети. Он не имеет права влезать в воспитание через все. Ты приходишь в школу чисто получать знания. Вот. И кто занимается воспитанием детей? Правильно, интернет. А в интернете у нас что? Великие дяди и тети, блогеры, которые сидят на подсосе той или иной системы. Ну, у нас одна система имеется в виду. И педалируют то, что надо. Вот. Поэтому у нас самые популярные это всякие Моргенштерны и всякие блогеры, там вот эти тоже тупые, которые, потому что имеют многомиллионные просмотры. Потому что вот это надо припихивать. Вот и все. Шикарная игра. Не устану это все.
Tell me what you think about progress.
Повторять.
Progress is essential, Louis. It's the future.
What else?
Progress must liberate humanity from burdensome chores. Progress
What?
must replace man wherever his presence is not obligatory. It creates both the desire and the need. It will liberate women as soon as the machines are able to do all the chores in the home automatically. It will bring men together by bringing a faster means of locomotion. Look at the cultural revolution that printing brought about. But the most important of all has already been laid. The foundation stone. Freedom of speech. The First Amendment of the Constitution. There must be opponents to every project. So, above all, don't develop a one-track approach. Otherwise, man won't have enough room for expression to feel free. If man sees his chains, he will only want to break them. If we give men the feeling that they are free, I am convinced that they will exceed their limits. And it is only from that condition that humanity shall rise up.
But do you want to dominate or raise humanity higher?
I want it to advance. I want it to progress. Man is our vessel. If he progresses, then so do we. Wouldn't you like to know what we really are?
Who do you mean? Demons?
Yes, us. Our species. I've been searching for centuries, trying to find a way to explain the reason of our existence. But humanity has not yet evolved enough to make any progress on the subject. I am convinced that the sciences will bring that knowledge someday.
So, that's your objective, is it? To understand who we are? I see your point.
Our family clings to its privileges and to the past, and that's how they are putting us in danger. The time has come for change. Now that you know your true nature, there are still a few things I need to teach you.
What do you mean exactly?
A new skill, and not the least, Louis. It's about taking control of a person.
И вот, и говоря про концовку, жалко, что тут как бы, если ты принимаешь сторону Мортимера, то он тебе оффает. Ну, то есть он твое тело занимает и все. То есть, по сути, а ты умираешь. То есть, если можно было что-то как-то иначе сделать, например, вместо 2 концовок сделать 3 концовки, жалко, что не сделали.
I don't see how I could do that.
I shall help you the first time.
Okay, let's not waste any more time.
I deduce that you're impatient to master what's in store for you. That is good. I thought I'd mix business with pleasure for this first time.
What do you mean by that?
The conference will come to a close shortly, as you know. Not that I'm fed up with archaic diplomacy, but it's time to ensure the success of this project. To make this happen, I would like Piaget to inform the Pope he has changed sides. Here is my plan. I would like you to join His Eminence in his room.
Just play along. We'll see when the time comes. Very well. And then?
You're going to have to trust me. What we're going to do is painless for the human you are going to invade.
Invade?
Yes. You're going to enter his mind and take control. You're going to influence his actions and his psyche. Make him speak, then concentrate. You must focus on him in order to feel his thoughts. Then, while speaking, you must link with him. Once you're done, you will naturally find your way to the source and enter into his thoughts.
But what if I fail?
Trust in your instincts. You just have to let yourself go. You have the skill. Let your nature come to the fore. You'll see. If you fail, you'll be in for some light banter with His Eminence. That's all. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Very well.
Perfect. Go now. The Cardinal is in his room. You will have to write a letter to the Pope as if Piaget had written it himself. In this letter, tell the Pope that whatever happens during the conference, he must follow my propositions. But be careful. In order to protect himself from counterfeiters, the Pope had Piaget's hand tattooed with a symbol to be sure of his identity. You'll see when you're inside him. You'll understand. Once it's written up, just bring it back to me, and I'll
Блин, я еще
send
не
it
помню
off
этот момент.
immediately.
All right. I'll take care of it.
Кажется, он что-то неприятное с рукой ему сделает. Могу ошибаться, но кажется так. Вот такие вот дела. Отличная, говорю, игра вообще. Жалко, что вот большинство людей просто мимо проходит. Очень обидно. Чё, такие скрытые шедевры остаются за кулисами. Как и эта игра, как Pentiment. Pentiment вообще потрясающая игрушка. Pentiment. Ой, а зачем я ушла? О, господи. Я уже запуталась. Так, он же в комнате сидит, да? В комнате сидит. Сейчас будем в него вселяться. Только я хз, у меня как бы все на нуле. По нулям. Все по нулям. Как мы этим будем делать? Так, годой. Я что, перебежала или нет? Так, это моя комната. Да. А следующее его должно быть. Да, сейчас будет прикольно. Видишь, у него как защита стоит.
Well,
Вселение.
Louis, what brings you back to my chambers?
May I sit down?
Of course, Louis. Don't you feel good?
Yes, but if I'm gonna pass inside you, I'd better sit myself down first. It's nothing, don't worry about it.
Well, what can I do for you?
Right. Now I need to concentrate. I wanted to speak to you, Your Eminence.
Нет, политика. А чё у него там? Уже все позабывала. Пьяджи, вон он, Пьяджи. Manipulation он, да? Ну, нет ничего по manipulation. Давай
I wanted to thank you for your help. I mean, for your time talking to me about the Holy Lands.
Oh,
Допросы у него.
and did you find it? It's
Слабость.
the crusade of a lifetime for some people, You are searching for another holy grail.
You're nearly there. Link into his thoughts. Does it annoy you at all?
But what on earth is he trying to get at? Why do you ask, Louis? I don't follow.
For the glory, Your Eminence. I can feel it coming. It's working.
What insolence? Why, really? I am a man of the church, Louis. May God keep me from such ambition.
Right. Let me in, Your Eminence.
Why?
Все, мы вошли в него. Подсоединились. Как там? Ту-ду-ду? В компьютере когда. Вон у него печать.
Damn it. He was right. This is just crazy. I can't believe it.
Ой, блин, это будет сложно сейчас.
Look at yourself, Louis. You better not get caught. Whoa. I still need to get used to this body. So, let's see about what Mortimer asked me.
Right. Well, it's time I got started.
Сейчас сложно будет.
Let's see what I can find here to help me write that letter. I have no means to validate.
Он же не просто пишет письмо, он зашифрованное пишет.
There are 2 letters from the Pope on the
Да.
I should be able to get a clue or 2 by checking how well they correspond to each other. And here are 3 stamps. All are different.
О мой бог. Мне нужна будет ручка. Потому что это далеко совсем. Нелегко. Которая не пишет. Потрясающе. А, нет, пишет. Так, первое. Мой дорогой Жузеппе. Так как мое здоровье не позволяет посетить удостоить чести посещения Сарухома, то я на ноге офигеть на конференции мой бихар, коча от его лица. Will give my thanks to your host, consolidate our agreements. Так, may God bless and protect Giovanni Angelo Braschi. Бращи. Классная фамилия Бращи, только я забыла, как она переводится. А, оно переводится. Do not use your personal stamp when writing to me. Так, personal stamp не используем. Используем, который с его... Блять, а какой у него? Слоган-то какой у него? Я разучилась писать ручкой. Ужас. Деградация полная. Так. 12. 31. Ну, я так понимаю, 31 декабря 1792 год. Многоточие. G. H. F и G маленькая. Второе письмо. Мой дорогой Джузеппе, я знаю, что ты на пути к лорду Мортимеру, и надеюсь, у тебя хорошая поездка. French constant, I know that mission is crucial, my friend, may God bless and protect Giovanni Angelo Braschi опять. И опять число идет. 01. 17 января 1793 год. И опять многоточие и H. B. C. F. Окей. Оставим. Содержание.
Let's start writing. Lord Mortimer asked me to discredit Sir Gregory and to announce Piaggi's final vote in his favor. As an introduction, Your Holiness, thank you for your trust.
Обоих давайте скрипт.
It even appears that Lord Mortimer and Sir Gregory both have access to obscure, superior forces to help them reach their ends. I think the Papal States, for the sake of their own preservation, ought to condemn this practice of conferences in the future. In one of the letters, the Pope asked Piaggi to change and to stop using his personal stamp.
Да.
He asked him to use the one with the Pope's motto on it. And I remember that. Flore in Domo Domini. Must be in Latin. And I remember that.
Как?
Flore in
Флорет
Domo Domini.
Дома Домини. Так. Давай слева посмотрим.
A circle with a cross inside. On it is written, Flore in Domo Domini.
Вот оно.
Latin. It blooms in the house of God.
Да что? А, ну ладно.
There's a kind of code composed
Да.
of 6 letters. They always write under the dates of their correspondence. According to Mortimer, it's got something to do with Piaggi's tattoo. I guess I'll have to write one for today's date. Now, ideally, it'd be better to do without it, but I'm going to need to be extremely clever here. Today the date is 24/01/1793.
24 января 1793, да? С 4 января.
In the letters from the Pope, there are 6 letters just below the date, 2 just below the month, 4 others below the year. Piaggi's tattoo. It must be used to establish a connection between the letter of the concentric circle and the numbers shown in the middle. Some figures are the same in both codes, yet they correspond to different letters. The day is not translated. That must be the key to the code.
Ничего не поняла все равно. День не переводится. Ладно. День выкидываю нахер. Это декабрь, это январь. А почему год так сильно меняется? Разве первые 2 цифры не должны быть одинаковые? Еще раз.
Some figures are the same in both
Да.
codes, yet they correspond to different letters. The day is not translated. That must be the key to the code. Today the date is 24/01/1793.
Да, это пипец. Значит, 24, значит, надо написать январь 1793. Ладно. HBCF. Так и остается, да? Да? А почему последнюю только цифру? Один. Стопы! 01793. Оно ж так и будет же, по идее. EFI. EH, AFIG. Ну да. 1793. Сейчас стопэ. Я же говорю, надо ручку. Бля, и ошибиться даже как-то не хочется. Эй. Эй. Потому что 24-е. Да, но она как бы... Дата, день не отражается, но он как бы должен входить. Без этого никак. Это по-любому A будет. Ну да.
Today the date is 24/01/1793. 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 Today is the 24/01/1793.
Я думаю, что так. А, фиг с ним, давай попробуем. Да, нифига себе. Фух. Это было нелегко.
Your Eminence, all ready to send... What's he doing here?
Damn it. That's all I need.
Don't worry, he can't hear us.
What do you mean he can't hear us? What's going on here, Piaggi?
Oh.
The old goat is going to drop us. It's a lousy turncoat. Well, he'd better not tell me he just fell asleep.
Хорошо, что можно подслушать. Что у меня осталось это. Сейчас перчатка обратно надену. А у него к оккультизму, по-моему... Да.
Calm down, my friend. The poor boy has just passed out. We were talking about this and that when suddenly he fainted. Keeled over, just like that.
Huh, really? What a weakling. I wonder what Mortimer sees in him.
Who knows? I was about to fetch someone to take care of him. Would you care to go?
There he is. And there he stays. The perfect opportunity.
What do you mean?
It's been a while now that I've been hoping for a chance to get rid of him.
No, listen, my son.
Не-не-не-не.
All getting out of hand.
Hogwash! I don't trust him in the slightest.
Why not?
Can you keep a secret?
No, I don't think I'd like to know about anything that would justify such an act.
I don't know what's wrong with you, but you really must pull yourself together. The conference will soon be on us, and I don't need you falling to pieces now.
Don't
Мой
worry, I shall be
священнослужитель.
there.
We've wasted enough time. What if he wakes up? If you don't want to get your hands dirty, just turn away and leave everything to me.
This is not a decision to be taken lightly.
You're defending him now.
What are you talking about? Of course not.
He's made you change sides, hasn't he?
I am certain that Sir Gregory would be opposed.
You know nothing. I know Sir Gregory better
That's
than...
against the rules of the conference, Monsieur von Volna. I refuse to go against Sir Gregory.
Right.
Monsieur von Volna, I always act in the best interest of all. I assure you.
Everyone's entitled to an opinion.
You must have lost your mind to want to take such an extreme course of action.
No one's asking you to help me do it.
You can't attack him without running the risk of jeopardizing the conference.
Even though Sir Gregory has the edge?
No, Gregory will never forgive you.
Very well,
Получилось.
Move in.
I refuse to let you do the first thing that comes into your head.
I don't know what the two of you are up to, but I'll find out sooner or later.
Right. Time for me
Капец,
to
он
get
нас
back
убить
in my
хотел.
body.
Офигеть.
Right. You just stand there, Louis. Mortimer's waiting for you in the red salon.
Все отлично провели. Обалдеть. И вселились удачно, и письмо удачно написали. И от этого придурка удачно. Боже, как голова чешется. Е. Классная игра.
Am I disturbing you?
Monsieur de Richet, it seems you are everywhere.
At least he hasn't noticed my arm.
Was Mr. von Wollner able to help you?
Help me?
Yes. For your armillary sphere.
Oh, yes, that.
Louis, everything all right?
Yes. Excuse me, I was miles away.
Oh, while you're here, you wouldn't know who the last guest is, would you?
What do you mean?
I heard Sir Gregory speaking about it. A certain Al-Asif something or other.
Who? What?
Obviously not. It's not important, forget it.
No, hang on.
It doesn't matter, I'm telling you. We'll find out soon enough. I'm in a hurry right now. I'm waiting for someone. See you later, Louis.
Is Al-Azif to participate in the conference?
That's what I was asking you. As von Wollner mentioned the arrival of this person just before the second conference. Do you know who it is?
No, I thought so for a minute, but the name means nothing to me. Sorry.
It doesn't matter. Something tells me we shall find out soon enough, no?
Certainly. Well, I must be leaving you.
Короче, Вашингтоном управляет...
So, Louis, what was your first
Мортимер, а
time
это
like?
Грегори.
Bewildering, isn't it?
Here's your letter. I have to admit, the experience was utterly amazing.
Come, tell me more.
Everything went as planned. I didn't encounter any particular difficulties.
Well done, you. On my first try, well, it took me 3 goes. But you did it. Gregory, what can I do for you?
I've just come to make sure dear Louis has all the information he needs.
Needs for what?
You are free to make your own choices, William. I would like the same for him, too.
There's nothing I want more, Gregory.
Your schemes will lead to your demise, brother. Don't involve Louis. He has nothing to do with all this. The end of the conference approaches, and this masquerade will soon be torn asunder. Don't drag him down with you in your disgrace.
Oh, ye of little faith.
On the contrary, brother, Louis has just entered the family. Give him a chance to find his place.
His place?
Don't listen.
He governs humanity through fear and submission.
Same old tune. When will you understand that it's necessary to impose order for things to move forward properly?
You are under his thumb and proud of it. Open your eyes for crying out loud. His whole system has become outdated, and he's too old to see it. He will lead us to our demise.
Here he goes with another of his grand speeches. William has always been fond of staging big scenes. It's his theatrical side.
Does he have an inferiority complex?
I've told him time and time again, Louis. He always has to take it one step too far.
How dare you? You are blind, brother. Even if the evidence bit you on the nose, you still wouldn't see it. I feel sorry for you.
Tea is drunk hot or not at all, William. When will you learn?
Зачем ты пьешь? Окей, ладно.
It's too bitter. You shouldn't let it brew so long.
I knew you'd be coming along. You are so predictable.
Methodical, I would say. Things must be accomplished in the right order if we want the world to keep turning as it does.
You came here to warn me, sir.
No, to advise you.
Advise me against my father. Why?
I think you are capable of deciding for...
You haven't answered my question. Why warn me against my father? What are you afraid he will do to me?
Well, I wouldn't want him to lead you into... I don't know what absurd adventure in which...
You act as though I were in danger.
I agree with Louis, Gregory. You're trying to pass me off as a villain about to devour him.
That's not funny, William. I won't let him follow you.
You see, Louis, Gregory came here to make you change your mind. It's time for things to change. I acknowledge Father has done many good things for humanity, but his time is over, and now he must pass on the torch.
That's enough. There, Louis. That's the pathetic example your father has to offer. I really am sorry about what happened to you. You don't know our family yet. We can't have given you a very good impression, but bear in mind that we are all against William's project.
On the contrary.
If he insists on going through with it, we will have no other choice than to intervene by force. Consequently, my dear Louis, you're going to have to choose sides. I would much rather have met you in different circumstances.
There you are, Louis. See what happens when you don't follow their orders to the letter.
Louis, I'm afraid the time to decide is now.
Вот-вот.
If
Не
you
фиг
follow
пить.
William, he will drag you down with
Из
him.
чужих
If,
чашек.
on the other hand, you support me, I can assure you that nothing will happen to you. You won't be blamed for your father's errors.
Ah, the masks are off. I offer you liberty. He obliges you to choose, and shamelessly asks you to betray your own father. That is their true face.
Right. Before I answer, well, I better think it over very carefully. Do I intend to embrace my demon nature and take my place on the chessboard? Do I stay out of it and do my utmost to stop them? Or do I renounce my nature and do all I can to stay human? I was born a man. I grew up as such. Finding out that I'm a demon makes no difference. I refuse to let them manipulate humanity the way they do. They're gonna ask me to choose between them. I'll just have to go with the lesser evil of the two. But they better not count on me to keep my word. I'll bring them all down.
Ого.
So, what do you choose, Louis?
Ну, это мы уже смотрели. Так что выберем это.
Father, I'm sorry, but if I'm going to follow my instincts, I can't in good conscience follow you.
But
I hope you won't take it personally, but I prefer to support Sir Gregory.
very well. You have made your choice. It's time we finished what we started, brother. The final vote of the conference over the acquisition of Louisiana will take place in a few hours. I propose you gather your troops and prepare to close the debate.
That's precisely what I was going to suggest.
Да. Ну, посмотрим, что произойдет.
Well, my friends, here we all are.
Isn't the Duchess meant to be with us?
No, she's resting in her room. Don't worry. The conference can resume. Now, we all know that tensions have been running high, but now is not the moment to give in.
I really don't understand why Lord Mortimer insists.
Yes, indeed. It will only take one of you opposing his project to win the conference. But I would rather have us united until the end. Meanwhile, let us remain on our guard against any last-minute surprises. I know my brother well. He never prepares for war if he has no chance of winning.
Нифига себе. Это полный success. Suck S. Полный suck S. Да, тут мне даже нечего уже прокачивать. Ну, считай, и все. Последний эпизод остался. Ну, мы его посмотрим. Начало.
From now on, whenever a human speaks to you, you will be able to read their current thoughts.
You take care of getting the lands. It's imperative. I'll take care of preparing our departure.
She has to pay for all the harm she's done to me.
Meanwhile, let us remain on our guard against any last-minute surprises. I know my brother well. He never prepares for war if he has no chance of winning.
Finding out that I'm a demon makes no difference.
I haven't come all this way just to fail so close to the goal.
If I'm asking you all these things, it's for your own good, you know.
You are keeping up the good work, I see. But I'm telling you, keep your guard up. Everyone is rather on edge right now.
Don't make me your competition, de Richet. You are no match.
Ну да, ты просто старый дурак, вот и все.
Trust yourself. It's all already in there.
Ой. Шах и мат.
My friends, here we all are. We are about to definitively shelve Lord Mortimer's absurd project regarding Louisiana. It will only take one of you to oppose it, and we have won. The vote is to be held shortly, so we must keep our guard up. I'm sure Mortimer's preparing something.
Don't worry, Sir Gregory. Nothing can stop us now.
Beware, Johann. We mustn't underestimate him. So, I'll ask you to return to your rooms and stay there until the conference. And if one of Mortimer's team comes knocking at your door, no matter what, do not open it under any circumstance. Don't give them the opportunity to manipulate you. Is that clear?
Understood.
Good. Count on me.
As you wish.
Right. Let us adjourn. Louis, stay on a moment, if you would. I need to speak to you.
Yes. What can I do for you?
I've known my brother for a long time. I'm sure he has a plan. I'd like you to go and see each member of our group and make sure they remain loyal.
Do you think my father's going to try to turn some of them to his side?
Turn them or get rid of them, I don't know. One thing's for sure. I doubt William will give up without a fight. He'll try something. I'll keep him busy while you check on all of our group. Can I trust you?
Of course.
If there is a traitor in our group, find out who it is, Louis. Find them, then come back and let me know. I'll deal with them personally. I want a landslide victory. I want to teach William a lesson.
Wait a minute. Isn't the Duchess supposed to be here?
No, she's resting in her room. I confess I'm a little worried about her mental health. She's going through a very difficult time at the moment, and I wouldn't want my brother to exploit her fragility.
I'll go now.
Thank you, Louis. See you in a while.
Читать больше нечего. И после этого я сохранюсь, и все. На этом все. Завтра будем последний эпизод доходить. Именно финальный. Если ничто завтра не помешает. Никакие баги и прочее. Потому что в игре достаточно багов.
Emily? Emily, it's me.
Come in, Louis.
I just saw that. What's that servant doing in your room?
A gift from Father.
You're joking, right?
Unfortunately not. He's worried about my health.
Oh, typical. Of course, I understand this is in no way an overreaction on his part. Anyway, I've come to see if you're better.
That's very nice of you. Thank you. I'd appreciate it if we kept up. Thank you.
And did you manage to speak to Mortimer?
One moment. I'd rather continue our discussion away from
Hello.
any curious eyes. Follow me next door, please. You wanted to know if we spoke? Well, let's just say he didn't stick around long, but yes, I can definitely say we spoke.
Is this game fun? This game is not about fun. This is more like a political detective. So it's more about policy, philosophy, and something like that, but definitely not about fun. Yeah, there are some funny moments in the game, but not a lot. It's more like a serious, on a more like serious side than fun side. No, it's not a shooter. It's not an action game. It's a quest. I don't know how to say, like a like a movie, interactive movie. You don't go and shoot people or someone. Just inspect. Yes, puzzle game. And also like a RPG, like a role-playing game. So you need to listen to the dialogues very carefully, and then you should answer questions or ask questions, so something like that. Okay, goodbye.